Hey everybody, welcome back to Quinn's Cones. I'm your host, Vincent Van Cone, and today I have some more art for you guys. We have something really cool. We have something a little more formal than usual, something a little more premium. We'll get into that in just a second. I just want to say first things first, this episode is for Kristen. We got a lot of supporters on the show, and I'll get to everybody eventually, but this one's for Kristen. There also might be some noises in the background. It's a very busy day in the municipality in which I live. So if you just hear some rummaging in the background, trucks, just general movement, that's why. It shouldn't be too bad. It's quieted down a little bit, but let's just jump right into it. So today we have Magnum. And this isn't your ordinary ice cream. This is a vanilla bean with Belgian milk chocolate around it. So much like the fudgesicle, this is a popsicle variant. And I did film this already a few days ago, but the lighting, just not up to par with Quinn's Cone standards, so we're redoing it. If you look at the box, very premium. The box is very formal looking. As you can see, you got the branding here, Magnum, as well as the dairy you get at the bottom, nice gold trim, and just telling you what's inside the vanilla bean, the milk chocolate from Belgium. Very formal compared to, let's say, President's Choice with the mochi, or even Klondike, which was very, very generic. I'd say it's pretty good. I don't want to rate it a 5 out of 5 because there's just something holding me back. I don't know what it is, so I'm gonna give the packaging a 4 out of 5. When you open the pack, you pull out your bar, and it's actually much smaller than you'd expect. This was actually around $7, and you only got 3 bars in it. So just that on its own shows that this is a very high-end ice cream, or at least they present themselves as high-end. So right off the bat, very similar to Haagen-Dazs, but we haven't had Haagen-Dazs on the show yet, so I don't really want to compare it to that too much, because Haagen-Dazs hasn't had a chance to fight for its ranking on the Quinn's Cones tier list yet. It wouldn't be fair to do that. I also think that this is much smaller than I expected. Magnum sized? No. I expected more for the price point. Let's just give it a shot. It looks a nice matte brown finish from the milk chocolate. The wood to dairy ratio, not as good as fudgesicles, but I'll still give it a fair shot. Let's take that first bite. Pretty good first bite. The milk chocolate, very strong. It has a presence. The vanilla bean ice cream, pretty good. Pretty good. Bit overwhelmed by the chocolate though. And when I took my first bite, it cracked a lot. So there is potential for biting into it and having it crack and fall apart. The structural integrity of the Belgian milk chocolate, little bit controversial, not the best. It is pretty good. First bite, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Yeah, see, I just took another bite there, and this is beginning to shatter. It's looking like almost as if a frag grenade went off and the shrapnel hit the ice cream. And now it's just poking out everywhere. So this is a very delicate piece. Requires a lot of maintenance. Texture-wise, it's pretty solid. You do get the cream of the vanilla dairy as well as the kind of crunch from the chocolate, but it's nothing too spectacular. I'm gonna give texture 3 out of 5. Aftertaste does leave me wanting more, but I don't know if it's just that I'm used to kind of crummy, fake ice cream as opposed to real ice cream. If this even is real, you know, people lie all the time on their branding. It does leave me wanting more. I do enjoy this. There's something about it though. The chocolate might be a little bit too strong for my liking. So for the aftertaste, it's good. Personally, not for me. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 for the aftertaste. This has been a very mid-tier ice cream so far. I definitely get Ben & Jerry's half-baked over this so far. In terms of wow factor, I gotta say when I first bit into this, the chocolate hit me like a truck and the dairy followed. It was a very nice experience and it did have me saying wow. So I gotta give the wow factor a 4 out of 5. There is something a little bit missing, but it's gotta be a 4 out of 5 for the wow factor. There were other more extravagant variations in terms of flavors for this particular brand, for Magnum. If we're introducing Magnum on the show, I just wanted to start with the basics so that I have something to compare and reference back to when I do try those more elaborate flavors. So that's why we're going a little bit plain today. More Magnum in the future, definitely. It is pretty good. And there will be more wacky, zany flavors to follow. So one word to describe the Magnum dairy popsicle would be overpriced. And don't get me wrong, this is great. This is really good, personally, but it's overpriced. Facts are facts. It's overpriced. There isn't really anything special that makes me, like if I had my eyes closed and I bit into this, I wouldn't be going, oh, that's Magnum. Yeah, that's Magnum. I wouldn't be doing that. They advertise themselves as a premium brand, but there's nothing really premium about it besides the authentic ingredients. But this, I don't know. It's just not, I don't think it's worth the money. You could get like 2 tubs of the Ben & Jerry's for the price of 3 of these. And to me, that's overpriced. This isn't gonna cure mass diseases or anything. It doesn't have any supernatural powers or properties. It's just an ice cream. And it's not worth the price. It's worth probably $1 or $2 less. So that's my take on my word to describe. So just some final thoughts on the Magnum ice cream dairy bar. It's a very stressful eat. Definitely kind of stressed out biting into it due to the structural integrity of the Belgian milk chocolate. It does crumble quick, and if you bite into it, the whole thing will fracture if you're not careful. And that's just you begging for a mess to clean up. Nobody wants that. So I'd say very stressful on that front, and as well the dairy melts quickly. Like this is a high maintenance ice cream. If you're not on top of this, it's on top of you, melting everywhere. It is really good. The milk chocolate, very tasty. You can tell it's authentic. The vanilla bean ice cream honestly just tastes like normal vanilla, to me at least. It is a high price point, advertised as a premium. Is it worth it? No. Would I get this again? Maybe it wouldn't be my go-to, but if I just wanted to splurge a little bit on money, maybe I'd get this again. It's not the worst thing in the world. Definitely better than Halo Top. Better than the mochi. Tied with the Klondike cookie ice cream sandwich. Not as good as Chocolate Therapy and Half Baked. So thank you guys for watching. This has been another episode of Quinn's Cones. Debut with the glasses. It's true. I have bad eyesight. It's true. I know. I love making videos for you guys. Can't wait for next week. Gonna try to get my hands on some Kawartha dairy. I know where to get it now. The place I was gonna get it was closed due to COVID-19. So hopefully if they have some at the store that I'm thinking of, then it'll be Kawartha dairy next week. But if not, there'll be something equally crazy. So thank you guys for watching. This has been another episode of Quinn's Cones. I love your faces. Take care. Have a good day. Goodbye.